children, welcome to Home Crafting with Mrs. Waller. Today we're going to have a go at making our own fishing game. I have my rods and I'm going to be catching some fish. To make your own game, you will need a stick from the garden or from one of your walks, some sticky tape, a cereal box, some paper, some crepe paper or tissue paper, felt tip pens, some scissors, some paper clips, a fridge magnet, some string, ribbon or wool that you have at home for your fishing line, and lots of fun. Shall we start off? First of all, you'll need to cut down one edge of your cereal box to open it up. Then you cut off the tab bits at the ends. You just cut the other bit tabs off, and you can use these to make your fish. When you've cut your tabs off, you need to fold your large side of your box in half, like this. Fold it nice and firm, nice big firm crease. Do the same for both halves. And fold the crease lines that were there back on themselves to make your box stand up. Now it's time to decorate it. I'm using some blue tissue paper to glue onto my box first of all. You can take your time over this bit. Place it on. This is to make our ocean. Like this. So now I have a blue ocean. If you don't have any tissue paper or crepe paper at home, you could always spend some time painting it if you have some paint, or using colouring felt tip pens. I then cut some strips of my yellow tissue paper to make sand, and I'm going to put some glue along the bottom of my box. And I'm going to put my sand on the top of my blue paper. Again, you can take some more time on doing this so you make a better sand. There we go, let me just show you this. So I have some yellow sand on the bottom of my blue water. Now on my model one here, you can see I've used green strips to make my seaweed. So you cut some wiggly strips out and lay them on the top to make some bunches of seaweed. So you start layering up your box to make a nice underwater ocean. I'm not going to continue with that because I'd like to show you how to do your fish next. Here's a couple of fish that I made before. So I cut an outline of a fish and then using felt tip pens I coloured it in, and then I made 10 fish, and I've put my numbers on the tail of my fishes. Then what you need to do is pop a paper clip on the end of your fish so that it can be fished out of our game later on. To make your rod, you will need to use your stick. Attach your wool, your ribbon or your string to the end of your stick, and then the other end, use some sticky tape to tape on your string to your magnet. I've quite luckily got a little ridge on my magnet, so I've been able to run that round and tie it round first before sticking. And now, when I put my magnet down, I can pick up a fish. You can change your theme of your game. It doesn't have to be fish. It could be a butterfly garden. It could be themed for Easter, so you can collect some Easter eggs. It could be some dinosaurs, and you can make a forest. Or you could theme it to your own characters. This one here is a Pokemon. There are different ways you can play your game. You could add up the fishtail numbers, so the person with the highest number can win. Or you can practice your times tables using them. For example, if you fish out the number 3 and you're doing the 5 times tables, it could be 3 times 5 equals 15. Another thing you can do is make your own question cards up. I've got 2 examples here. One's done on card from an old piece of packaging, and the other one's done on just paper. That's an A4 page cut into 4 pieces. I decided to write name on the top of mine because that means that every child or every person playing the game can have their own different questions. This one here is a spelling list from our Key Stage 2 spelling list. Words such as disappear and imagine. So when the person or child pulls out their fish, they then have to spell the word that matches. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun playing and making this game. Bye bye, keep safe.